Altcoins are pumping. What is the critical level next for Rndr? That's right. We're talking about Rndr in this video. It's up 6.8% today. Bitcoin's popping off. Is the altcoin rally finally starting? And where is Rndr headed next? So let's jump right into it. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day. Let's get right into it. But first, we need to start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself, like I said, is blasting off here, having a major breakout above 84,165 bucks, trying to re-enter the previous week range with a target of 87,263 bucks, which is another move from where we're at right now of about 2.26%. What is that going to do to Rndr's price? Now, that's what we're going to be jumping into right next. As you can see, the month of March is officially over. Today is April 1st. The quarter one of 2025 has officially closed as well. So we got all new monthly and quarterly data that we need to cover here. For Rndr specifically, as you can see, we're having a nice green candle to the upside coming towards this 2025 quarter one NPLC of $3.82. We're currently sitting at $3.77, creating a lower high here after this pullback from the end of March, which is good. It's showing some support here. It's showing some, let me get my trend line tool here real quick, building out some support to the upside, holding a steady trend line to the upside. Now, target above this 25 NPLC of quarter one, right? Once we get back above 382, our major target is the quarter average of 498. Getting above that will break all these lower lows here, right? And start making a move to the upside of this quarter one range. The quarter one value area high is up at 622. So getting this 498 will be hyper critical for Rndr to move to the upside. And then we know that we have three other targets on the way up. We have a target of 529, 557, and a weekly NPLC of 559. Or I should say 591. Sorry about that. Now, the quarter one value area high is within this red zone, which has been a resistance zone. It was support for quite a long time until we lost it. Now I do expect 522 to about 622 to about 644 to be some strong resistance, but it doesn't mean we can't keep pumping, right? If Bitcoin keeps making a run here and starts making a push back to the $89,000 to $90,000 range, which I do think is possible here in this next month or so, then I believe Rndr is going to be following along every other altcoin is going to be moving to the upside as well. So targets above this resistance zone for Rndr are sitting between 673 to 715. They're all weekly and monthly targets. Now, the biggest Mac Daddy target of them all is this yearly pivot of $7.99, basically $8. Breaking above this takes us back above the January value area high, puts Rndr back at the range for December, right? At those local highs that we had. This is going to be hypercritical. We have a gold pocket up at 862 here that if we get rejected off and we can fall back down would be detrimental to Rndr. But getting above this yearly pivot will show massive amount of strength. I mean, just from where we are today, to this resistance zone is 65% to the upside. Getting to this yearly pivot is 113% move. So getting above this gold pocket is 130% move to the upside. Very, very massive, great gains if you're dollar cost averaging at these lows, right? If you're dollar cost averaging at these lows, you're making over 100% if we get back to this yearly pivot, which is massive already. Now, getting above this gives us a nice run up, right? We don't have a lot of volume above this zone. We didn't spend too much time above 862. Getting to this resistance zone of 1068 to 1150 is going to be like butter, right? Breaking through this gold pocket, not a lot of volume. We could skyrocket right past $11 and have a new crazy all-time high, because the all-time high is 1383, right? So breaking above this doesn't seem like an impossibility. It seems very possible once we get above this gold pocket, and then running it for that all-time high of 1383 is our next big target. Now, to the downside, been talking about all the good stuff. The only real target to the downside for Rndr, as you guys can see here, is this quarter four 2023 NPLC of $2.41, which at this point, I do not believe we're going to go to. We front ran it on March 10th, And since then, we've gotten nowhere near those levels again. Dropping from where we are today, to this level is another 36% move to the downside. Now, yes, that is quite possible for any altcoin, but it's going to be highly dependent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin faces a massive rejection, if Bitcoin drops below 80,000 and starts making a new lower low, then yes, $2.41 is definitely on the cards for Rndr. But until that happens, meanwhile, Bitcoin's on the rise up, going towards back the $90,000 range to an all-time high. Forget about 241, bro. Rndr is rocketing, guys. And if you guys want to be getting massive macro updates, make sure you are in the Crypto Citadel, my private trading community, where we're getting trading signals being posted here almost every day, making tons of money, right? Obviously, never financial advice. And if you're not a trader, you're like, okay, it's fine, I'm not a trader. We got macro analysis here for the long-term investors. I'm just going to be posting a ton of charts today as we got new monthly and quarterly data. And all that is going to be being posted in here for all the people that are dollar cost averagers, looking for those targets to the downside to dollar cost average, looking for those targets to the upside to potentially take some profits on the way up. So make sure you're joining the Crypto Citadel. Link is down below. And you can get 50% off your first month if you use the word Citadel, when signing up. Guys, I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day. Until next time, see ya.